Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Saturday and we are still coloring in this one. Um, I did not get a whole lot done, but I did do a little bit. Hello Christine, hello Noelle, hello Alex, and hello Dawn, hello Kim, hello everyone out there in Lurker land. I do appreciate y'all being here. It's been a week. It's my first day off all week, and it's absolutely gorgeous outside. So I hope you are all having a wonderful Saturday and you're getting some good weather that you can enjoy. Today's going to be the last day before the rain hits here. And Kim, I saw that picture that you did, and oh my gosh, just absolutely gorgeous. Just saying. Hello, Audrey. Absolutely. I hope you had a good tea. All right, so let's talk about March. Now, March, I'm going to move this out of the way. March is normally my tribute to Monia Gates. And this March is not going to be any different. So I have some of Monia's work here. I do have a bunch of PDFs as well that I haven't printed off, but we're going to work off of the ones that I've printed off and the books that I do have. These books are no longer available in Amazon. Last time I checked, I didn't look today, but Monia's books haven't been available in Amazon in a while. There are some people selling them for way more than they should be selling them for, but Monia hasn't actually put any in Amazon in a while. So we've got Color My Dreams 2. I've colored a few out of here. And the page that I chose in here, let's see if I can find it, is this one here. I just love it. It's just so cute. So we're going to color this one. And it kind of, does the spy thing because she's looking into a little crystal ball there. But I just love the page. So, and for some reason, my camera is looking awfully dark. Hold on. I don't know why it's so dark. Let's fix that. Let us fix that. Hmm. Okay. Not quite sure why it is as dark as it is. It might be because my window is open. So, and it might also be because of there, we'll just turn that light on so you can actually see what's going on. Hello, Bee. All right, so there we have the page. And it looks like it's flipped again. Wait, I'll fix it later, I think. Hold on. I don't know what happened. I did updates again, and yeah, that didn't do it. It's still showing as opposite, so let's see. There we go. Updates, and it does all sorts of weird things to my camera. It's like, that is not right. I am so sorry. And there we go. I hope that is no longer backwards for y'all. So this is the page that we're going to color out of Monya's Color My Dreams 2. In Color My Dreams 1, I have a bunch of works in progress that I thought I had completed, but I had not. Yes, exactly. So I have this work in progress. I thought I finished it, but obviously I didn't. And I have this work in progress that I thought I finished. Obviously I had not. So this is going to be a WIP day. So we're going to work on the work in progresses in Color My Dreams 1 for our WIP day. And then in this one here, which is Air Realm Fantasy 1, we're going to color this one. I do believe this one works for Shannon's Spy because there's a little keyhole there, the key, and then the magic portal to spy on the other side there. And then this one just because it's spring and time for Easter and all of that stuff. And I just love the page. I just think it's so cute. So we're going to color that one as well. And Monya is a female artist, so that covers at least 2 of Shannon's prompts. So those are the Monya Gates for March. Now I did also choose a few other ones as well. So I chose this one for water medium in Spring Cutting Garden. And I'll be doing that with the grabby paint set that I just got recently. So we'll be coloring painting this one. Yeah, your choice. Yeah. So that's the water medium one. Now I'm just going off of what I remember of Shannon's prompts. So, hi Calamity. Yes, daffodils. I love daffodils. This one here I wanted to color for Easter and spring. I just got this book recently, and it is a Fantasy Easter grayscale coloring book by Teresa L. Davis. I have seen somebody in the community color a page out of here, which was gorgeous, and that's why the book was on my list. So, and that is the page I will be coloring out of there. Now, I can't guarantee all of these are going to get done, but I'm going to try to get them done. Yes. And another one that I wanted to try to get done is this one here. For my one color, I want to do it in orange, so the dark yellow into the oranges. Colors will be used in here. This is my monochrome book. So we're going to try to do this one in yellows and oranges. And that's the Mythographic Artist Vault. And I do have a buddy color with Catherine that I told her I would do. And this one here is Wonderful for Spring. So I want to do this one for our buddy, mine and Catherine's buddy color. And I know there's a buddy color, a community buddy color for Shannon's prompts, but I just really can't deal with those really busy pages right now. So All right, so we'll be coloring that one as well. Like I said, I'm going to try to focus on Monya this month, but if we get to these, I would like to do a few of these as well. And then I have this one here for Easter as well. The Easter things might actually end up waiting until April. I know Easter is this month, but I like Easter in my birth month, so it's an awful buddy color. Oh, what is the buddy color, Shannon? I know that it was in one of the mythographic books, and I can't remember if it was Summer or Voyage. My brain is fried. It's in Wild Summer. That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, I my brain just can't handle those really, really busy pages. Some of these pages are quite busy as well, but we'll see how they go. And then there's this one here, which I think also um, does well for the spy page. Oh, is Easter my birthday this year? Yay! Okay, so we'll be doing Easter. Oh, that's good. My birthday is on Easter this year. Well, then we'll be coloring the Eastery pages in April. Okay. So we've got this one here as well. Now, like I said, I'm going to focus mostly on Monya this month because it is Monya March. And if I get some of these other pages done, wonderful. Um, but I love this page. And this is in R.J. Hampson's Lost and Found. I just love the page. I love the little dragons everywhere. But yeah. Nice. All right, so those are the to be colored between March and April. Like I said, I will probably leave this one for April and the Easter Bunny page for April as well. Nice. That makes me happy. Yeah, Lost and Found is an awesome book. Now I did color what I said I was going to color. I did not finish the duckies, unfortunately, but I did get some of it colored. I'm going to zoom you in. So I did get her finished up, and we're going to start on, I think I want to zoom you out just a touch here. Don't want you going in too far. There we go. So we're going to finish up the two duckies here, and then we're going to start down. I think we're going to color the snails as well, and then we'll start on the greenery stuff. Oh no, you're fine, Calamity. My brain is all over the place. It was last year, I think it was in March, and my brain still is focused on last year. So no, you're fine. You're fine. Thank you very much for correcting me. All right, so we've got our fairies and our little gnomes done. Now we're going to do the last of the work on our duckies here. So I've got sunflower. I just want to get the duckies done before I start too much into the other things, because then I'll forget to do them, and then I'll have, two very pale duckies there with no feet or beaks, and that's not good. Hello, Sue. And did I say hello, Shannon? I am so sorry if I did not. Hello, darling. Thank you so much for popping in and saying hi. I have been so scatterbrained. My brain just, once I get home from work, it just stops working. I swear to goodness. Sometimes it even stops working before I leave work. All right, so there's our two duckies. Now I'm going to go in a little bit darker. Hello, Mona. Mona. And this is yellow ochre. I'm still using the Holbeins. Now for Monia March, some of you are going to be shocked. Monia uses a lot of Prismacolors in her colorings and Colleens, and I adore the Colleens. I am getting better with the Prismacolors, so I'm going to try to use Prismacolors on the Monia pages. I am getting better with them. They don't irritate me so much. But it is learning to use the tool. You know, it is user error more than likely. All right, and then cream. To blend it all together. And if you want me to zoom in a little more, I definitely can. I just know that when I get to this part down here, I'm going to be off screen a lot, so I didn't want to do that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't start with the Prismas. I started with inexpensive, as cheap as possible pencils in a artist grade. Well, they said they were artist grade. They probably weren't, but they were better than Crayola. So I actually started with Crayola, and then I went to an artist grade, and then I went to the more expensive stuff. One of my very first set of pencils that I really, really enjoyed was the Sharpierfarben. That was one of my very first sets of pencils, other than the watercolor pencils that hubby bought me, which was absolutely the first. And then I got the Crayola, and then the Diamond Driven, and then the Sharpierfarben. And then I got the Uni Mitsubishi, and then the Faber-Castell. I won a small set of Prismacolors and did not like them and gave them to my mom. And then Mom found a very good deal on Prismacolor, the full set, and called me at the butt crack of dawn in the morning. Said, you need to buy these and you need to buy these now and send me a set. And they were like $30, so I couldn't say no. And that's how I got my Prismacolors. Hello, Della. All right, so there's our duckies done. I'm going to do the snails here as well. So let's get the snails done. I'm going to start with light colors. So we're going to start with cork on the shells. And I am going to zoom you in for this, just so you can actually see what I'm doing, because these are tiny, very tiny. And I'm just putting a light layer of the cork on there. I'm going to color these like the ones I have in my backyard. I go after all my plants. All right, and then we're going to take brown and we're going to sharpen it. And thank you. Yes, I have, and I found I don't like doing that. um, the one thing about doing that that I do like is that you can color right over top of it. What I don't like is you do have to let it set first. So you do have to give it some time to set into the page, which can take a day or two. And I am an impatient person. And giving up, you know, that time to wait for that to set can be a little annoying, especially when you're impatient. It does give a beautiful, beautiful background though. Um, and it does give the ability to have that vibrant color first and not have to worry about um, putting it on top of your color. Now I'm using burnt sienna. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad you took the day off because then I get to have you here. I hope you enjoyed the musical. You're not used to being out that late. Yeah, definitely try it first and do your backgrounds first. And then, just the only thing that I suggest, and it's only because I have, tried to do it without letting it set, and I end up smearing it all over the page or getting it all over my hand, is to try to get it done first. Now we're going to use some raw umber on our little snail bodies here. But there are a lot more talented people out there than me that can probably do it without waiting for it to dry, but I have to wait for it to dry because I will smear it. Now we're using brown. Now we're going to sharpen this. Yeah, I use it, I do it last because I'm impatient. But Shannon does wonderful job with those as well. Same with oil pastels. I like using those for backgrounds, but I do try to do it first and just let it set so that I can work over top of it. But again, patience is not my virtue. Oh, that's good. Well, I'm sorry that she was sick and couldn't make it, but I'm glad that you were able to get a refund on the ticket. Yeah, the desk cover that I have here is glass, and that's what I use for my palette. Is I just put it right on my desk cover here. All right, let's do our other little snail friend here. So we're going to take some brown. And that's going over that cork. And then the sienna, burnt sienna. And the cork again. And I will put a little bit more brown in here. And then for his little body, raw umber. And for this one, I think I'm going to use cocoa instead of the brown. Just to make them a little bit different. Hi there, is it Isa or Iliz? And thank you for popping in. And we're going to finish this one up. And like I said, we're going to concentrate this month on Monya March for Monya Gates because I love her and I love her work. All right, so there is our little snail friends. And now we're going to just do the little stones there as well, just get them taken care of. And then we're going to switch over to the grasses here. All right, so this one is warm gray number 5. These ones I'm going to do in those warm tones. And these ones back here, I'm going to do more with the cooler tones and some green mossy color on them. All right. And then we're going to use number 3. Oh, nice, Audrey. Welcome back. Glad you're able to put that on the screen. Thank you, Alex. All right. So there's those stones. And now we're going to go in with some cool gray number 5 on these ones over here. Lurk away, darling, lurk away. We're going to take that cool gray and we're going to come into those shadow areas with it. So again, this is cool gray number 5. All right, and then we're going to use some moss gray kind of colors. So we're going to use number 290, which is moss green. We're going to make these rocks a little mossy. And then we're going to take a really, really pale green gray color, which is a willow green. And then we're going to use that cool gray number 3. And get that rock showing through like so. All right. Just going to blend that together here and take that dark gray again and put that definition back in for the shadow. There we have our rocks. All right, now we're going to do our grass. And we're going to start with let's start with spring green. We're going to put down a layer of spring green, which is number 242. And we're just going to put a light layer of this everywhere. Try not to go over your flowers or your ducks. Like I said, this is just the light base color. Holbein's does have some great greens, absolutely. Hello, Louise. I love the greens in the Holbeins. The Brute Funer 520s have a lot of the really unique greens in there too, which is awesome. So if I'm coloring in a less expensive book with a cheap paper, I can use the Brute Funers and still have all those wonderful dirty greens, gray greens. And this is the hardest part, is just going through and making sure that you get all the little areas without covering up any little areas you don't want to cover up. Now for this kind of work of base coating something, of course you don't need to have that pencil sharp, so I just let it wear down the pencil when I'm doing things like this. I don't worry about sharpening it. because this is just the first color. When I come back through to brighten the color of the undercoat there, I will sharpen it and brighten that up. So Della, did you enjoy the theater last night? Did you enjoy the show? I'm pretty sure it was a musical, right? My brain is not working properly today, so. Yes, Yana is home and resting. Thank goodness she made it home. I know that hopefully she will follow doctor's orders and stay off of it for a little bit. Not do too much, but we're talking about Yana, and I know Yana. She will be doing too much in no time flat. As soon as they even suggest that she might be able to do a little more, she'll be on the run. She's so sweet. Wonderful. Absolutely. She's got cats to take care of. She's got raccoons out the back. And it's coming into spring, and I know what she does in the spring. It's like amazing how much work she does to get her patios and her plants and everything in order for the summer. She has special plants that she has to put out when it's warm, bring in when it's cold. All right, so the next color we're going to use is the fresh green. And I am going to sharpen this one. Because I want to get into these areas here. In the darker areas, we're going to come in with some darker greens. And our flicks are going to be done with a darker green. Hello, Dion. Oh, I'm good. I'm glad she has some help. That is good. 'Cause yeah, I don't want her doing all the stuff because I know she will. Just gonna shove over a little bit here and get up under here. How are you doing, Dion? Are you feeling better? Last time we spoke, you weren't feeling well, so. Oh, I'm sorry. Tea and toast. Tea and toast. Start small and simple. But if I remember right, you don't like hot drinks, do you? Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling better than last week. I do believe I'm coming down with something that was brought into work. I'm really hoping not. I keep on waking up and I'm stuffy and my throat is dry and sore. I'm not sure if it's just from talking all day or if it's from the virus that's going around the office right now. That somebody brought in from their child. Yeah, I drink lots of water. I can't drink a lot of coffee at work because the coffee that they have makes my stomach really upset. So I've cut down on my coffee intake quite a bit. I mostly drink just water at work. That is true. That is very true, Della. Hello, Connie. This is your fault, just saying. I love you. Oh no, Della. Okay. Hold on a sec. What did you do? Hmm. I don't know. What did you do? This is all your fault. You showed me these really, really adorable books that I had to have and that I put on my wish list. That my husband has cleaned out my wish list and bought me all of them. I only wanted one or two. I just put them all on there because, that way he had a choice. No, this is the spring one, I do believe. I do have the fairy tale one as well, and the water one too. To the front of the class right now. Yes, absolutely, Connie. To the front of the class. Shannon has said so. You're in trouble now. You're not, but that's okay. I'm going to say it anyway. All right, now I'm going to use a little bit of evergreen, and then we'll get into a dark green, I think forest green. He is. He is. He has been my savior for years. All right, going to come in here where that darker area is going to be. Does she have a really good salt and pepper collection? My grandmother had a collection of colored glass. Um, when she passed away, we went down into the craft room, collection room that she had, and it had drawers and drawers and drawers and drawers of colored glass. She had it all over the house, all through the drawers. It's like, my goodness. She really liked colored glass. No problem at all, Connie. I was just blaming you for putting things on my wish list as usual. Keep on showing me all these really cute books that are hard to find. I'm glad they finally got them back on Amazon though. Although they were a little expensive, but they're so cute. You don't be sorry you showed the book. It was absolutely wonderful. I'm just teasing you. You have to show us cute books, otherwise we wouldn't know they were there. And then we'd find them and go, Connie, why didn't you show us these? No, she shouldn't be sorry she's showing us adorable things. But I have a horrible problem with that too. I want all the things, especially the adorable ones. Are you still coloring purple cabbages, Alex? Okay, I'm gonna come up through here. Now I feel bad for chastising Connie. Wow. Flamingos, trains, skunks, donkeys. Does she have any that aren't in there, like any type of thing that isn't in there? I know that piggies was very big on the in the. I know, it's just yeah. Okay. It's so much green. Okay, I think we're almost there with the green edges here. And then we'll put in the very darkest greens. And then the grass will be done. This kind of grass is kind of not the flicky kind of grass, so I'm not going to color it that way because I don't want it to look strange. It's a mossy kind of grass. All right. And then we're going to take some forest green. Yes, if you don't follow Connie, you should definitely follow Connie. And Shannon, and Emily, and Angela, and Barbara, and I have so many that I like to watch. Shannon, you would know this. Do you know if Sammy is coming back to streaming, or is she just starting back to coloring? I have seen some of her works this week and well, this month, I guess, and I want to know how she did some of it. Okay. Okay. I have been watching on Instagram her posts, and it's like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? Can you show me how to do that? Her colorings are always just so beautiful. I will never be at that level. And she's such a wonderful person too, so that helps too. I can't wait until she decides that she's going to come back to streaming. Okay. Hello, butterflies. Welcome, welcome. There's a few people I wish would come back. Shell Artie, Tanya, Sammy. sharpen my pencil here. Yes, absolutely. She is definitely genuine. Belinda, I would love to see Belinda come back too. And Tammy. So many people have left the YouTubing, and I really wish some of them would come back because they were fun to watch and they were very good um, with their colorings and their art. Yeah, Louise's art is gorgeous. Everybody does such a good job in their colorings. It's just absolutely phenomenal. I look at them all on Instagram and go, wow. I do believe I did say that on Kim's post today. Was just wow because it was gorgeous. And all the ones that Britt has done this past month, just all of them are phenomenal. Okay. You're welcome, Kim. It was fantastic. I don't like the picture that I took of the last page that I finished. I don't know what happened to that picture before I uploaded it to Instagram, but it went all fuzzy and grayed out. And it's like, that is not what the picture looks like. And I keep on meaning to show you guys what the actual picture looks like, and I keep on forgetting. So I will do that before the end of stream so that you guys can actually see how bright the colors actually are. Because it does look very gray and very faded on the Instagram. I was really disappointed on how that picture turned out. And too lazy to change it. Alright, just going to go over it all with the spring green here. And then we'll be done with the grass. Uh, The one thing I suggest about streaming, and only because I've never figured out the best way to stream from my phone with being able to zoom in and actually have a clear picture and all of that stuff. For all of you out there that can do that, kudos, because yeah, I've tried it once and it was horrifying. But I do suggest that you get a good, inexpensive, but not extremely cheap webcam and do it from your computer. It gives you um, a lot more options on focus and autofocus and depending on the camera you buy, of course. And I do believe that they lowered, like when I first started on YouTube, they had a limit of subscribers that you had to have before you could live stream. And I think they've lowered that quite a bit. I don't remember what it is now. All right, there is our grass. Okay, now we got these little flowers everywhere here, so we're going to do those in pink. Absolutely. So we're going to start with rose pink. Don't want too much yellow on the ground, so I'm just going to put the flowers in the pink. We're just going to base them all with the rose pink. We're going to be adding more of the brighter colors and the purples and the blues behind them in the florals that are back there. So oranges and yellows and so we'll do the pinks up here. Okay, and then I want azalea. Pressure is how we got Shannon to stream. It's possible. Okay, I want this to be. Oh, we'll have a good nap. Shannon says, mm-hmm. Isn't that how we got, how Shannon got Tanya to stream too? Yes. Oh, is she? Okay. I do miss her streams, absolutely. They were so fun. She's just so cute. And she colors beautifully. I love watching her color fabric. And I'm going to come back through with my eraser and make sure I erase the colors that are getting into the darker area, the center areas, because I want that to be yellow. Yeah. Pickle does a lot of wet media, which is fantastic. I love watching her use watercolor because it's like it starts off looking like I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, and then it's just gorgeous. You know, blink and it's gorgeous. And it's like, how did you do that? Watching Pickle watercolor is like watching a magic trick you don't know how it's done, and it just perplexes you every time. Well, she can nap before, she can nap for the next 40 minutes. Now I'm going to use lemon. All right. And then I'm going to use the forest green. Little stem there. Okay, and then for this flower. Nice. Yeah, I like the Neo 2s. All right, I'm using forest green. And then a little bit of evergreen. I'm just glad the internet hasn't cut in and out today. And then, do I want this one or do I want this one? I think I'm going to use some apple green. Okay, and then we're going to take a really, really dark blue or bright blue. So I'm going to use royal blue. And we're going to get it really sharp. Alright, we're going to come in through here. Yeah, we're not going to talk about all of the other ink pads that Ella has. Don't you have all of the Gina K's now? Alright, and then we're going to take the Horizon Blue. And I'm going to sharpen this one too. Oh, I'm sorry, Dion. No, I don't get a headache, but I do close the door and leave. If I feel overwhelmed at all with it, I just leave. Alright, now we're going to use Marigold for the center area here, and orange. Like so. All right, now for this one here, they usually have a little bit more of a blue in their leaves. So we're going to use the Triton green. And we're just going to go down the little shadow areas of the leaf. Now we'll come up into the what I am assuming to be a clover flower. Not a four-leaf clover, obviously, but all right. And then we're going to take, I think I want to go, I'm going to take malachite green. Yes. Yeah, I wasn't fond of the oxides too much. I like the distress inks. And the water-based water drop inks type thing. All right, now I'm going through with evergreen. Actually, I think I want to use leaf green. Yeah. I have the same kind of addiction. I need to have all the things. I like all the things. But I have been very, very well behaved in not seeking out new things. And I don't think I like this green, so I'm going to come through and change it. I think this green is too brown. So I'm going to come through and I'm going to change it by using a little bit of chartreuse in it. Try not to ruin these flowers. I may have to come back and do some repairing. Because I'm not liking the way that leaf turned out. Okay, then I'm going to come in with the fresh green. We're just going to try to brighten that up just a little bit. Yeah, I'm not liking the way the yellows are in it, but that's okay. Yeah, I keep on looking at the card making stuff. I watch Shannon do it. I see all you guys making cards and they're absolutely gorgeous. And then my brain goes, yeah, you don't even have time to color. When are you going to find time to make cards? And then it says, yep, you don't need it. And that's the end of that conversation. Watch Shannon make scrapbooks. You guys make cards and I have used them wet and dry. I do prefer them dry, I must say. All right. Now we're going to use Pansy. But you can use them wet, the same way you would the Neo colors, just with a brush instead of coloring it on. I don't like the way that coloring book paper deals with the wet media, so I don't use a whole lot of it. I have to have a specific book type or a thick paper, like this paper is pretty thick. Alright, and then we're going to use lilac. Lilac or wisteria? I think we're going to use wisteria first. And then lilac. Hello, Frederica. Welcome, welcome. And there we have those. So that's how all of those types of flowers are going to be colored. Now this one here, we're going to start with the marigold. I think we're going to need to add a little bit of orange to it as well. I'm just going to go through and I'm going to show you how I'm going to color all of the flowers because we are coming pretty close. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do all the flowers, and then we're going to move on to the bee and the butterfly. And then on Monday we'll start a Monya page. So I'm going to start with this little group of flowers here. And I'm going to color this, and then the other ones that are like this in the background there will be colored the same way. Alright, and I want to have a little bit of orange in there, so I'm going to use some tangerine. And hopefully it's going to be dark enough. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I like the mementos. I have some. So this is a memento. I also have the June 6 or luxury. You can buy an entire set of 40 of these on Amazon for less than $1 a piece. Alright, then we're going to take this one. So this is sunflower. I do find that pencils and markers are a little bit easier to use than water. And that's why I keep going back to pencils, is because I find that they're easier to control. than water. Water is a very difficult thing to control, which I have issues with. I must say I am a little bit of requiring to be able to have control over my media and process. So I'll admit it, I'm a control freak. Well, I wouldn't say freak, but I like to have control over what I'm doing. All right, and then we're going to use a little bit of canary. So this is canary yellow. Yes, I know. And that's why it's hard for me to enjoy it, because I know you're not supposed to control water, and I'm a bit of a control freak. I like to be able to control my things. And I need to learn how to relax a little more and release the control so that I can enjoy watercolor stuff. All right, now we're coming through with orange for the center pieces here. Like so. And I think I'm just going to come in with just a little touch of carmine. Just down here in that shadow. There we go. All right. Blend that into the orange. And there we have those flowers. All right, so let's color the butterfly. And we're going to color the butterfly starting with some yellow. So we're going to use lemon. On this part here, this part here, this part there, and this part here. And then we're going to use marigold. No, first we're going to use sunflower. Yeah, exactly. I am too, Shannon. I am too. I am too big of a control freak to play with water sometimes. Or you're just face palming on what I said, because I do believe that's what I said. I will fully admit that when it comes to my creativity things, I kind of need to be in control. And I am learning to release that control a little bit, but not All right, so that one was dandelion, and this one is sunflower. Okay, and then we're going to take the horizon blue and dust that off because I'm going to pick up that yellow if I don't. Okay, yeah, because it's me too. I am the same way. I need to be able to control where things go. I need to be able to see the outcome before it happens. And with water, you don't have that ability. You just have to wing it. And I'm just not very good at doing that. Now I'm using royal blue. And I need to learn to relax a little bit with it, but come down through here. I love the way it looks, and I love, the outcome after it dries on the ones that I have done. But I have a hard time getting started with it because I get worried and that it's not going to look right, and trying to get through the wet, this is not what it's going to look like stage makes it difficult for me. Love watching Pickle do it because then I go, I really wish I had that much relaxation with it. Jody takes a magic brush and goes slap, 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 and it's wonderful. Yeah, you can erase it. As long as it isn't fully set yet, you can erase it. If it's set, like if you leave it for a couple of days, you won't be able to erase it. The great thing with the King Art gel sticks that I've learned after using them for a while and experimenting with them is that if you do let them fully set, you can go over them with a colored pencil, but you can also go over them with an eraser and that sort of thing and not lift them up. You can go over them with a wet medium without activating them because they're set, they're not going to move. If you want to activate them and move them, you need to do that before they get set in place. And I'll come back through and I'll do the black dots. So I'm just putting another layer of the horizon down and blending it into that royal blue. All right, and then up here, I need that black. So if you let them fully set, the King Art gel sticks, if you put them down and you let them fully set, as long as they're completely set, you can't erase them any longer. But they also, some of the colors, I'm not quite sure with all of them because I've only used a few, but some of the colors don't move afterwards either with water. So then we're going to take white gel pen, if I can find it. There it is. And we're going to do all right, and then we're going to use lettuce green. To start, and then a little bit of holly green. All right, Audrey, have a great day, great night. Thank you so much for popping in. All right, and then with our bee, we're going to start with sunflower. And this one. And then canary yellow. And then lemon yellow. And then we're going to take that cool gray. And then the black. I didn't know Tim Horton had one. Be cool. Alright. Okay, and then we're going to use smoke blue for his wings. And then a little bit of this one. Yes. Okay, Kim. Well, if you have a Tim Hortons one, I want one. You know, I like Tim Hortons. We don't have that down here. Although it's changed since I was living in Canada, and there's not so many donuts as there used to be, which is a bummer. Tim Holtz. Okay. I have a Tim Holtz mat on the other side of the desk. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Exactly. I didn't know they had glass mats. I'd like one of those. Alright. And there is our bee. Alright, I'm going to zoom you out so you can see the mess on my desk and the picture. Might actually bring you in just one more here so you can actually see the picture without. So I will do these flowers the same as these. So this one and these. All of these will be done in the purples, and of course we'll add the additional greens. And then I will do a little bit of a blue background, and then of course I will post it on Instagram when it's done. Yeah, nobody really needs one. Like the mat that I have here is just a glass whiteboard that I decided that I wasn't going to hang on the wall. I was going to put on my desk instead so that I could have that glass mat on my desk. And it was way cheaper. Hi, Don. Hello, Angela, lurking away. I saw Trujillo and I immediately wanted to say Tangela. It's like, no, that's not right. Uh, all right, so I will finish that up. Like I said, Connie, this is your fault, and I love you for it. I just live these little books. They're so cute. So there is this one. Oh, ow. And Connie can probably tell you what it says. I can't. And Connie, what does this one say? I think it's spring or something like that, right? And this one here is fairy tales, I do believe. You don't have this one? Then there's this one. And this one. And I have that one. Adventure of Flower Fairies. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I was about to call her Tangela. And this one here I think is Fairy Tales or something like that, Adventures of Fairy Tales. And this one is Magic Mermaids, I do believe is what it says, but I'm not positive. So those are the three that I do have. Because they're cute. That's why. So, yeah. I will finish this up and I will post it, and that will be my very first Crystal Vogels. And I think they're wonderful books, and I love them. And they're all Connie's fault. All right, guys. Of course, next week is going to be the start of Monya March. So we will be starting with Monya Gates's coloring and get that done because Monya is fantastic. So do stay tuned for that. Thank you all very much for coming and watching. Always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.